Hello students, welcome back to your class. In the previous video, we discussed how to transform active sentence to a passive sentence. We discussed the 5 rules on the basis of which we can change an active sentence into a passive sentence. Now I will deal with the present tense. First of all, we will discuss the present tense thoroughly, present indefinite, present continuous and present perfect. And I need to tell you one thing, that there is no passive sentence in the present perfect continuous tense. We don't change the present or any perfect continuous tense to active form. So we will discuss 3 tense right now: present indefinite, present continuous and present perfect. The last example we did was of present indefinite. I will change the subject, I will change the object now, and we will discuss once again, and we will start from the present indefinite tense. So our first example is: she writes the letters. Okay, she is the subject, writes is the verbs, first form plus s or es. The letter is the object, subject plus verbs first form plus s or es plus object. Which tense is this? Present indefinite tense. So we will follow the rules one by one. We will follow these steps. The rule number 1 says subject changes to object and object changes to subject. So our new subject will be the letters. So we have already seen the tense. The tense is present indefinite. So rule number 2 says check the tense. We have already checked the tense. Now we will see the new subject and we will choose the be form. The new subject is letters. According to be form, in present we can use are, am or is. A letters is, am or are. Which be form we will choose here? The letters are. Why we have selected are? Because the letter is in a plural form. So with plural we use are. With singular we use is. With I we use am. So we will use here the letters are. So rule number 3 says use verbs third form, which is written, then we add by, then we add the new object. Here she will change to her. The letters are written by her. I hope you have understood the present indefinite tense. Now take the example of present continuous tense. I am writing a letter. I is the subject, am is the helping verb, writing is the verb's first form plus ing, a letter is the object. Which tense is this? Present continuous. According to rule, which tense is this? Present continuous. Subject plus ismr as a helping verb plus verb's first form plus ing plus object. So according to first rule, subject will change to object, object will change to subject. A letter. So we cannot use am here. With a letter we have to use is, because a letter is a singular. With I we use am. A letter is. So according to this rule number 2, we have to choose the be form, and in continuous be form is the being. So a letter is being. Then rule number 3 says we need to add verbs third form, which is written. A letter is being written by me. Then we will discuss the third sentence. I have written a letter. Okay, so I is the subject, have is the helping verb, or we use has or have in perfect as helping verbs, and then written is verb's third form. A letter is the object. Subject plus has or have plus verb plus object. Which tense is this? Present perfect tense. So we will see the rules. Rule number 1 says change subject into object and object into subject. A letter. So I cannot write have here. I have to write has. Why I have written has? Because a letter is a singular and we use have with I, you and plural, and with a letter which is a singular, so we have to use has. A letter has, according to rule number 2, we have to choose the be form, and in perfect we have a been as a be form. So a letter has been. Then the rule number 3 says written, then by, then me. Now we have discussed the three present tense: present indefinite, present continuous and present perfect. And there is no passive form in present perfect continuous tense. So I repeat once again the steps. Rule number 1 says change subject into object, object into subject. I hope this is clear to you. The rule number 2 says choose the check the tense. According to the tense, check the be form. And with accordance to the new subject, add the be form and then verb's third form, which is here written. And then rule number 4 says add by, and then rule number 5 says add the new object. I hope this is clear to you. Please go through these videos and practice accordingly by watching these videos. I hope you have learned how to change active sentence to a passive sentence when the given tense is present. Thank you very much.